Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan. Good morning, and this is Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. We're out here at the beautiful Papago Park, and I think the important thing that I want to cover today, this is day 3 of the Atkins 7-day challenge, or low carb challenge, or ketogenic challenge, whatever you want to call it, is that I want you to not think, the number one is to not think that this is a horrible thing or you're being tortured or whatever. I've heard all kinds of stories. Get out there and enjoy your life. Stop worried about eating so much. If you're seriously thinking you're being tortured because of the way you're eating, maybe you're thinking about eating too much and you need to get outdoors and actually enjoy your life. Take the kids to the park or run, down the street or whatever. I just finished 6.2 miles, 10K in a little bit over an hour. I wanted to quit a lot, but I didn't. And I'll tell you what, I literally thought about food 0 times. So I think that's important to get out of your mind sometimes. If you're compulsing on looking up videos of food or, thinking about eating constantly, get outside and do something besides look at the fridge, you know what I mean? So another big thing is, number 2 is, I personally think, stop watching TV so much. And why I say that is because consumerism is constantly throwing you ads of burgers and shakes and temptations and all this crap. I get it if you got a favorite TV show or whatever, but use that fast forward on the commercials. You got all those tricky things with the doohickey or whatever, the remote. I don't watch TV personally, but I know constantly they're getting you to go buy stuff, and they're getting increasingly better at what they do to get you to buy those things. So pay attention to those things and don't give in to the temptations. Another thing is spend time with quality people. Number 3 is spend time with quality people. If you don't have quality people around you, get rid of the people that are around you, because the naysayers and the people that constantly drag you down are going to get you nowhere. I'm going to do some honorable mentions, but I got about a whole crowd of people that it's about to walk by and ruin this. So stay tuned. Just a second, I'm gonna video from home. I gotta get going to get Buddy a haircut. You guys keep up the good work. This is awesome. I just wanted to show you a place where I run. This is out here at Papago Park. I run really hilly terrain and practice for the 5K and the 10K. Peace. So real quick, I wanted to finish my video, and just a couple things that I wanted to, I watched my video and I was like, wow, I actually covered quite a bit. I apologize, I get kind of nervous in front of people, and hopefully, let's see, this is going to go out of focus. But I got this mouse in my house that I'm running from. This mouse in my house, he's like digging through my walls. I literally sat there listening to him for like 20 minutes yesterday. So it's kind of creeping me out. But who cares? I don't know. I'm trying to get out of this house, trying to make enough in my life to be able to get my own place and not have to worry about that. So a lot of you are going to struggle with, right when you go into Atkins, like the induction phase or whatever, something that you really need to pay attention to is you're going to be hungry, maybe, well, not all of you, but most of you, or some of you, will be extremely hungry the first day. So I'm a quantity eater. I eat a lot, like big portions, and that's my problem. That's one of why I fail at things, or fail at weight loss or whatever. So the important thing is that you need to focus on the first and second and maybe even third day. You may struggle with the fact that you're hungry all the time. And I know I say go to cheeses and go to proteins if in case of an emergency, but what we need to focus on is they are calories, and if you consume too much of them, you will get yourself in a problem, or in a bind as well. So what I want you to do is keep this in mind. Before you go to eat a meal, if you're getting to your meals and you're like, they're just not big enough, and usually that's not the problem. The problem is in between the time or whatever, somebody's not eating the huge quantities that they're used to, then they end up getting hungry. So drink a full bottle of water before your meal, and I want you to drink at least, now you have 5 meals a day, so I want you to wake up first thing, slam a bottle of water with your vitamins. Next, I want you to eat breakfast. If you have to wait, if you're going to be up late that day, wait a few hours to eat breakfast. And why I say that is because a lot of the times, many times, like today, I'm kind of
sparing out my meals because I am up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and which is because I'm like, you know, trying to work on YouTube videos and schoolwork and stuff like that. But what you need to remember is if you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and like my shift today at work is going to be 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I'm going to be up from 2 o'clock in the morning all the way till 9 p.m. So if I ate right when I woke up at like, you know, even 3 or 4, I would get to the end of the day, and I would be done eating if it was every 3 hours by, you know, 5 or 6 p.m. or maybe even sooner. So that could be a huge problem because I'm still working, I'm still expelling energy, and then by the time I got home, I'm just really hungry. So wait a couple hours after you eat, or after you wake up, and especially if you're gonna have a long day. Maybe do some intermittent fasting, like half a day or something. I don't want you to make a habit out of that. I want you to have a regular metabolized diet by eating every 2-3 hours, so that your body can learn to function properly and get rid of waste, and it's just happier that way, trust me. So wake up, slam a bottle of water. A couple hours later, after your meal, or while you're taking your meal, drink another full bottle of water. And then in between that and your snack, drink a bottle of water. In between your snack and your lunch, drink a bottle of water. At your lunch, drink a bottle of water. And at your second, or in between that, your lunch. And so basically at every meal, at every snack, and then in between if you're having problems with cravings or something like that. So, you know, take hold of what's happening. Another thing I wanted to touch on, I have a couple members that are asking me about sugars and stuff like that. And then I think, I'm not sure who it was, I think it was Lauren Clark that posted some stuff about creamer. Creamer's not created equally. Sorry, I'm like super brain farting lately. I'm still trying to recover from my adventure the other day. But whoever it was, thank you for posting that, because you're absolutely right. One creamer is definitely not the same as another creamer, and that's a big thing. You know, I get a lot of members, like Esmeralda on the YouTube channel, asked if she could do like sugar-free Jello with whipped cream or whatever, and that's perfectly fine. But see, the thing is, if you want to do that, that's fine, you know, once every few days, or if you're curbing sweet tooth or something like that, or once a week or whatever. But if you're in like these challenges and stuff, I want you to stay real specific and not try to do any of that, because not only are you going to, I have an eating problem, I'm going to tell you right now. That's why I'm here. That's why I started this group, and that's why I struggle, and that's why I know how much it means to me that you guys are here for me, and I hope it helps you that I'm here for you. But if you start, you know, making things like that, you know, you want to eat it occasionally. Well, sometimes with certain people, with myself, I'm like, you know, it's okay once a day. Well, then I go to twice a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, and then I'm eating 4 times a day a sugary snack, times, you know, 7, that's 28 sugary snacks a week. I'm literally eating just as many sugary snacks as I am my meals. So you have to be careful with that. If you have the self-control and you can do that, you know, once a week or once every, you know, few days or something, it's probably not going to hurt you. Pay attention to the sugars and stuff like that in things, and especially artificial sugars, because you could definitely hop right out of ketosis. If you're doing the 7-day challenge, I do not recommend that you eat any of those artificial sugars. And also, why I brought this up is because if you do drink coffee, that is fine and perfectly acceptable. I want you to use the heavy whipped cream and sweet and low if you can. Now the thing with that is you probably need to be measuring out a cup, not like my coffee cups usually are like huge, and that's a bad idea because it's like 3 or 4 cups. You add in all the cream, the sugar, all that stuff, and it adds up really quick. And I've literally changed from not using sweet and low and just using the heavy whipped cream one day, and I jumped into ketosis like you wouldn't even believe. So you got to really be careful. That can kick you right out, and that's important, especially with this 7-day challenge, because you only have 7 days to see the best results that you can. And if you jump out of ketosis, you can potentially not get back in because you're only in for 7 days. So keep aware of that, and I don't want you to use more than 1 cup of coffee. And if you're doing like the glacier ice drinks that I recommend, because I really like them, and it gives you kind of a sweet tooth, or it curbs a little sweet taste or whatever, something besides water. I would recommend it's either that or the coffee, not both, because they're going to be artificial sugars, and you don't want to do both throughout one day and then end up, you know, jumping out of ketosis. It's important because your body's learning to do something different, and if you're backtracking, well, your body's going to be like, haha, I win. So you're in control here. That's the important thing. Also, I want to hear about your weight loss. If you're seeing any weight loss I know it's only day 3. This is day 3. Yeah, this is day 3 video, and I'm actually on day 2. I know that's really confusing. Hopefully it's not as confusing. I think it's more confusing for me because I'm recording on day 2, but this video now is going to be for day 3, for tomorrow. So I'm on day 2 just like you guys right now, but you're going to be watching this on day 3. So I started the challenge at 208.2 miles, or 202 miles. What the? I just ran 6.2 miles. So I started at 208.2 pounds, and my weight now is 206. So in a day, lost a little over 2 pounds, like 2.2 pounds. So my body's going to respond differently. I will say, if you're at a plateau or anything like that, this should help break that plateau. Now, those of you that are not being honest with yourself and you're on a plateau, or something's not changing, you literally need to send me every single thing that you're eating. And if I tell you to change it or ask you to alter something, don't make up excuses. Well, I don't eat that or whatever, and that's fine. We'll find a product that's good for you or that you prefer. But the thing is that you just need to be honest with yourself. You know, if you're sneaking a snack or something like that, that's definitely going to affect your success. So you guys stay positive. This is day 3. I'm not trying to babble, but if you guys are just joining us, please welcome. I appreciate you coming, and go check out our Facebook group. It's called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life, as well as I'll put the link to our blog in the description below. We have a new Facebook group called World Travelers, and we also have a blog started for that, for those of you that want to aspire to travel to see the world, because I do. Health and fitness is one of my goals in life, but also to see the world. So because I think it's amazing. I love experiencing different cultures, and I think our group on Facebook, Healthy Living for a Healthy Life, is actually a really good spot for that. We have a very diverse family of people and stuff. So you guys stay positive, stay strong, and we have 4 days left, so keep up the good work. And I'm thinking I might start taking suggestions on what kind of challenge we should do next, because I'm going to Europe soon and I want to be able to be as thin as possible, because I'm going to be on the road and I don't know how perfectly I'm going to be able to eat as far as budget wise and stuff like that. So I do want to make a series of videos as well to help you. If there's anything that you want me to cover, please feel free to ask. If there's also a challenge that you think we should bring up or do, make suggestions, because I'm right there with you. Like, I love the challenges because they push us and we get to learn tons of information from not only each other but from myself. I learned from you guys, so I'm really super excited. You guys have a beautiful day, and remember to spread love, not hate. Peace.